You're watching the Kop TV, the voice of football's most famous stand.
Salah to settle it in front of the Kop.
Welcome back to the Kop TV, the voice of football's most famous stand.
Make sure that you like, comment, and subscribe for more juicy content.
Listen to him and do exactly just that. Enjoy this video.
Right, hello there, everyone. Welcome back to the Kop TV, and it's another episode of Hot Kopics. Ruby, do you want to say Alex's famous quote of what he says about the channel? The Kop TV.
The home of Liverpool, something.
Oh, come on, you say this all the time. You're a disgrace, Ruby.
Do you know how long it took me to say the thing that goes on at the end sometimes? I was like, yes! Hold on a minute.
So, guys, you know the outro to this video, right? And you see Ruby saying, so, yeah, you know, subscribe to the Kop TV.
It took me forever to say it. Like, I don't even know why it took me. Like, I'd say it fine when the camera wasn't on. Like, you'd think it wasn't my job to be doing it.
Yeah.
But, you know.
No, brilliant. I'm made up to see you guys. Mario, how are you?
I'm sound, my brother. Good. Nervous for tomorrow.
Yeah.
Champions League
Mario, I just
stars.
found out you were Bulgarian.
Yeah?
What?
You didn't know?
know.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, no, I didn't know that. I didn't
No,
know
you
that.
didn't.
I did
Don't be
because
lying.
I was here on his first podcast,
Yes.
and it was basically a podcast about Mario.
Yeah.
It was like his whole
first
life.
So
30
you reckon it's mad that his Bulgarian parents have sat there and gone, what would be a good name for our Bulgarian child? Mario. And then he ends up
what's the-
learning Italian.
I had my, in my destiny was in Italy because Mari is a typical Italian name.
I thought your destiny was
And I
here.
was born in, first in Italy because my parents, they
Mario's
decided.
trying to choose between all of his countries.
No. Liverpool underscores us all the life.
Yes, Mario.
This is for sure. It's, for that
It's like
reason.
Costas, isn't he?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? The Italian scouser. Or the
I'm a more
Bulgarian
Scouser than Costas.
Yeah,
We'll give you that. We'll give you that.
Do you reckon you're
His
Ooh, that's a
daughter's
shout.
born here.
Chat.
He's got a daughter.
Comments.
Exactly.
Who's more Scouse, Mario or Kostas Shimakas? That is a debate. isn't
No,
it?
but you've got to put into factor.
Me.
He proposed to his wife in the car,
That is true.
and he has a daughter born in Liverpool.
And he comes on the Kop TV on a week-to-week basis with two amazing
Two
Scousers.
proper Scousers. Example of this.
Don't mind if I diddly do. What's it called? I've got to do this now before I forget because I'm not good at this. Flux. Amazing, mate. If you click the link in the description, you can get yourself 15% off. Am I right, Jacob? 15% off. And again, lads, look at the clobber that I'm wearing.
Even
it's really
I've got
good.
them on.
Even Ruby's got the shorts on. Ruby, do you want to explain to the people how comfortable these shorts are?
You know what? I am like a proper Nike person, and Flux are the only ones I wear, and everyone knows I am absolutely tiny. Like, look at the size of these legs.
Yeah. And listen, I'm the same with like Under Armour and that.
That I'm
this
like that with
clobber-
Under Armour, but even their men's small pants fit me proper nice.
Defo.
So if Kop
TV
TV,
15%. Well,
the
Jacob
code
just told
is
us.
Kop TV 15.
That's boss. Come on, that is amazing. Who does not like saving money, especially when you're
Yeah, you may as well get it in now when
Let's do my
there's,
laces.
winter's coming. Get
Oh,
your
defo.
clobber in.
Defo. So click the link in the description if you want to go and get yourself some glorious clobber.
Have you noticed how like hectic this is?
Yeah. It's because I'm hosting the show. When Alex is here, there's a bit of structure to the show. I
Yeah.
feel. Whereas when it's us three, this could go really
Or
anywhere.
just us two.
Yeah.
It literally goes.
I feel like Mario's just here for vibes, and then
Yeah.
me and you are here to just fuck everything up.
Mario's here to just spit dates at us.
Yeah.
Because he knows dates
Me
on
and
everything.
you have got our sugary coffees. Here, that Jacob.
Yeah, they've literally just kicked in.
Anyway,
What a
guys,
hectic first
we've got
4
loads
minutes.
of things to discuss. We've got a Napoli game tomorrow, which off the back of all the results that we've been getting is not exciting. I want to bring up first Mohamed Salah. Right, so I've been seeing Jose Enrique doing videos, big up Jose Enrique. It's good to see some former players calling them out, I'm not going to lie. And the reason being is because I think we do something very dangerous as a fan base, which we struggle to find that fine line between criticism and going too far.
Yeah,
I am not
100%.
someone, I always say this, I am not someone who suggests calling players names, being abusive, anything that can make their personal life more of a stress when they've got a family to take care of and do all these things. I am not into it, mate. But I will be as constructive as I want to be as a football fan on your performances on the pitch. As far as I'm concerned, the performances that we've been seeing from Salah has not been good enough. And whether you attribute that downfall in performance to, the too many games, being played too far out wide, because even Pep Linders came out with a quote and said, listen, we're trying to play him in a different system. We're trying to make him more creative. Even though there's probably multiple things that are contributing to his lack of form, don't you think it was a bit naive, the fact that we've got no one else really in that position who can replace him? And if we do have someone, who would it be?
I think, to be honest, any of our forward wing people.
Yeah.
So
I love the way Ruby says it, forward wing people.
No, but obviously if you want to be like a right forward or you want to be like a right
course.
wing or right mid,
Yep.
anyone who's kind of in that position and can play that, I think it doesn't matter whether you're left or right foot. At the end of the day, you're playing in the Premier League. You should be able to at least use both, even if it's just a pass from your left or your right, whichever your weaker foot is. But I think, obviously, if Pep Linders has came out, obviously, I was telling you before, I like me phone to die, so I haven't seen these things.
I called Ruby before this show. You're on to the way we always have problems with her getting into the fucking studio. I was there 20 minutes before we started, trying to call her straight away. It was just beeping. And I was like, Ruby, don't do this, don't do this. And I text her. And when you don't see the delivered sign pop up?
I like me phone to die.
I was fuming. Anyway, sorry, carry on with your
I
point.
think I haven't seen any of that, but it hasn't seen yet, elder player. If they're trying to slightly adjust your game, then that will have a knock-on effect of how you then perform, because he's used to certain angles of defenders, and when he's doing his little flicky flackies in between his feet that work, obviously once he then does that in a slightly different angle, slightly different positioning on the pitch, that's going to have a different effect on the offender. So
Defo.
Do you know what I mean? So
Defo.
it's like little things he needs to pick up on.
Multiple factors and variables to why he's not being able to. Because Salah is a very volume player when you think about it. He's someone who we supply him the chances and we hope that out of 5 chances he can score 1 or 2 goals. He hasn't been doing that recently, but I'm sure you agree he hasn't been getting those volume of chances. So is Salah's lack of performance recently due to the fact that we're not giving him the chances, we're trying to make him play a bit more creative, or is it just due to him himself, or is it a bit of both?
I think the main problem with Mohamed Salah, if you want to call it a problem, because he's not a problem, he's still the player who creates more chances to score in the Premier League, 15, if I'm not wrong, or 16, something like that, even more than Kevin De Bruyne, which is probably...
But think about the quality of those chances, Mario. So from my managerial point of view, I can sit there and go, like, Salah, if I was a manager. If I was.
From my managerial point of view.
From my managerial cap, my 1 game experience when I was managing the year 10s when I was injured in Hillside High School. I even said to Rio Ferdinand when I was doing an interview with him the other day, right?
Oh, yeah, just to let you know, James on an interview with Rio Ferdinand.
Look at me doing it.
Go over to James's channel to watch
James
his...
TV.
Yeah, James Redman TV, there we go, yeah. Interviewed Rio Ferdinand.
Anyway, the point is that I was saying to him, like, listen, you might have won 6 Premier Leagues and that, but have you ever scored the winner in the year 10s versus year 11 match? I don't think so.
Different ball
and he actually said he never. So I was like, well, you'd be jealous of my achievements.
Exactly.
But anyway, the point that I'm trying to make there is, what was the point I was trying to make there?
About Mohamed Salah.
Mohamed Salah. So the thing is, Mario, you can create chances, but how efficient are those chances? So when if Kevin De Bruyne creates 12 chances and Mo Salah creates 15, the chances are more of Kevin De Bruyne's chances created are going to be more effective for the striker to put the ball in the back of the net.
Don't you think that's because, though, them chances are more time coming from central, whereas the person that De Bruyne is aiming for would be Salah? We haven't got, without Thiago, we haven't got that distribution. True. And that's why Trent's coming in.
Yeah.
And being that additional striker or additional attacking midfielder. Yeah.
I think we're trying to find a balance of being able to make Salah more creative and then make Núñez the vocal point.
Yeah.
So,
but we can't get rid of Bobby, man.
We'll talk about that one in a second. Mario, just to finish off your point, do you think it's worth Mo Salah carrying on this creative side that he's trying to improve, or should Liverpool go back to what we know best of what Mo Salah can do, which is getting those goals and providing him with the volume of chances?
Since he came in 2017, how many goals he scored? 150
Too many
something.
to think of.
Too many. Exactly. Mohamed Salah is not a proper striker. He's not a proper number 9. But he's the player who, I think this is the point to mention that, okay, he creates chances to score. That's true. He doesn't score like the previous seasons. The one point make me a bit worried about this situation of Salah is that 1v1, he's struggling.
Yeah.
If you think that in the previous seasons, he was like his best part, apart of scoring goals, 1v1, and always create chances, create scoring from the right, and because this is his probably the best quality, going on his left side and shoot from the second. So, and he scored too many goals like this, and this is the situation at the moment. He trying to give his best every game, but it's not that Mohamed Salah at the moment that we know. It's probably just the first 5-6 games. I don't know.
But it's been since January as well, though.
Yeah.
This is what concerns me, Mario. So my point is, right, if anyone has any objections, feel free to throw them my way. I am all for starting your best footballer, especially if they're in, like even if they're not in good form. I'm always happy to let a footballer try and play out of that bad form, especially if there's no one else behind them.
I mean, Mane did have one.
He did, for sure, and he came back and he done really well. But right now we're in a position where we can probably afford to change things up, because even when Mane was there and he was playing bad, he weren't the only one who was playing bad. The same way that Salah isn't the only one who's playing bad. But we made those adjustments over time. I'm looking at people like Harvey Elliott in the team right now, absolutely shining.
Oh my God, he is absolutely being our best player.
Shining. So when you think about the form he's been in, the way he carries the ball, the way he creates chances, the way he can still take a shot on goal, I think from distance he's probably more of a threat than what Mo Salah is. I would not hate the idea, over mixing it up a little bit over the next couple of Premier League and Champions League games, of putting Harvey on the right, Fabio in the midfield, with the balance of Arthur or whoever else you want to put in that midfield.
I've never seen him play.
He's played for Juventus and Barca, so we'll see how that goes.
I've watched one of like all them little videos and that, but like I seen
nothing particular.
When we get to the Napoli game, I think it'll be worth seeing.
Like that's
I call straight away my mates from Italy who support Juventus, and I asked them, "What do you think about Arthur Melo? He's a good player." Anybody say he's shite?
Yeah,
that's all I've seen online.
Which is bad point. I mean, if really sign a shite player.
The thing with Arthur, I don't think he's a shit player. I don't think you play for Barcelona and
told
Juventus.
Me the same.
I think he was shit for their standards.
Oh my God, I remember. Does his shirt say Arthur, not Mello?
Yeah, I don't get why. Do you know what I don't get? I don't get why Liverpool fans are calling him Mello and football fans. His name's Arthur. I've always known his name as Arthur. It's like us calling Alisson Becker.
Like, that feels weird.
Becker, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, it's so strange.
I remember him at Barca.
Loads of Brazilians, like Fabinho isn't just
called Fabinho. He played in that
Fabinho.
famous semi-final 4-0. He played
against us.
Against us, yeah. He played that game.
He did.
And
I'm not sure if he played
that game. No.
Bad. He played bad. I mean,
they all played bad. But the point is, with Arthur, I don't know if he's going to come in and make that impact, but we need to see something from him soon, because there's a reason why we brought him in.
I feel like we need to talk about how good Harvey has literally been there.
That's why I'm saying, though, Ruby, don't you think it's worth a suggestion that if Salah keeps performing the way he is when he's giving the ball away,
I don't think Harvey's got the
ball in the
pace
back of the net.
But
that's what. But he's.
Be
But
right
yeah,
wing.
think about it this way, though, Ruby. Mo Salah, Pep Linders has said it. We're trying to make Salah more creative. When he has made his superstardom on getting goals, getting chances and creating that volume and getting in behind defences, Núñez, to me at least, seems to be that new outlet.
Yeah.
The person who we want to get the goals.
He's the target man.
So why are we going to persist with Mo Salah, who's so good at basically doing what we're trying to get Núñez to do, opposed to getting someone like Harvey, who's more naturally creative, and Luis Diaz, who's more naturally creative, to provide Núñez those chances? Don't you think it's worth maybe putting him on the right? I know you like Fabio Carvalho as well, and then putting him in the midfield? Come on, Ruby, I'm on to something.
As long as Fabio's on the screen a bit more while Thiago's is gone.
He's only 20.
I'm only 23. 3-year rule.
3-year rule.
I think James Harvey Elliott is probably the most like natural substitute of Salah.
Yeah.
Because he's left foot like him.
Yeah.
He's fast. Technically, he's good. I think at the moment he didn't show that he can score too many goals like Mohamed Salah.
Yeah.
But he can do that job. So
Yeah.
I think in his position that he's playing at the moment, like a midfielder,
Yeah.
he's not his natural position at the moment. I think he can give his best on the wing, like
Yeah.
attacking forward player on the wing. So it's good point because we can try, of course. Mohamed Salah, he will always play every game, Champions League, league, because he's the most important Liverpool player.
But that's where we need to be careful.
Exactly. We can try something different as well.
Yeah.
Putting Harvey Elliott on the right. And because I remember Harvey Elliott last season in the 2 friendlies we played before the season start against Osasuna and Athletic Bilbao. And he played those games, he played as an attacking winger. And he played very well. If you remember, he hit the post, something like that. We were like, impressed of his qualities because he's very fast as well.
Yeah.
That position of midfielder, he's good. He's playing very good all the games so far. But he's not his natural position. I think he can be even better on the wing.
Yeah.
Is this Harvey?
Is Harvey.
Yeah.
About Carvalho,
I agree with Mario.
I love Carvalho.
But yeah, do you know,
But I don't know if he's better on the left or as a midfielder.
that's what we need to find out.
Exactly.
So, yeah, Mario. Right now
Exactly.
we're in a position where we're not getting results and we're not consistent.
We
in
need to
any way.
try to change something.
Try some things because
New.
we and it's whoever's fault it is, whether it's the owners, FSG or whoever. We haven't went out and strengthened the squad enough. Therefore, these young players, you're gonna have to rely on them because they are good enough to have somewhat of a role in the squad
Yeah.
now.
A
But
lot of the time, the positions they get in, though, it's almost as if they haven't either had the green light or they haven't got the confidence to have a
they're
pop.
accelerating them
No,
too quick.
to
man.
have a
I
pop
find
at
they
the
got
goal,
both
though.
of them. They got the confidence to play for Liverpool.
I know,
mean,
but I mean, they haven't got either the green light or the confidence to have a pop at goal.
Yeah.
How many times have you seen them around the box?
Ruby's got a great point. Ruby's like you've spent like a bit of time around footballers and
Yeah.
whatnot. And you might tend to notice that, especially with the more experienced footballers, they do have an impact on how young players approach a game.
100%.
And if a young player is someone like, yeah, I can score from 30 yards out and pop a shot, that older player will be looking at you like, you better not fucking shoot. You better pass the ball.
Imagine
Go
if
with the
someone
safe
done
option.
that to Curtis in the derby.
Have you heard stories about like how if a young player's chipped at an experienced goalkeeper, the goalkeeper was fuming and,
Yeah.
and all
Yeah.
the players go into him in training and stuff like that.
Which is
that
wrong.
really changes the course of a player's career, especially at a young
100%.
age. So I think you have a huge point in saying that these young players might not be getting given the license, therefore not giving them the confidence.
Yeah.
To really maximise their
That's what I
ability
mean
that
by
they've
they're
got.
not. They haven't got like the green light because how many times we know that like Harvey can shoot, Carvalho
Yeah.
can shoot,
Yeah.
because we've seen them do it.
Yeah.
Whether it was in pre-season or for Fulham, but they don't seem to be doing it when they're like on the edge of the box, edge of the 6-yard box,
Yeah.
whatever it is. If they're in and around places that we know that they have scored in the past,
Yeah.
but they're not even attempting. Instead, they're turning around and passing it to Henderson, or
Yeah.
they're turning around and passing it out wide where someone's marking Diaz. Like, I feel like something needs to be said
Yeah.
to be like, yeah, if
It's
you
weird as well because them two have been the best players. And they're
The best
youngest.
players,
They're
yeah.
the youngest. Now,
Harvey has been absolutely
Top class.
at different.
and I think we
That
see
Newcastle
probably
game.
60% of Harvey Elliott so
and
far.
that's the thing. I don't even think we've seen the best. So
I
that's what leads
still
me.
like flinch when people tackle him.
Because he's only small, isn't he?
No, because I was watching the game on a live stream with Alex when someone absolutely clapped his ankle.
Oh, Leeds.
You mean
United.
Leeds last season?
Yeah, but every time somebody goes to tackle him now, I'm like, oh, watch Harvey.
He'll be all right. He'll be all right. He's
This
building his
injury
muscles.
happened like once in a career, so
Do you know
don't
what I was
worry
going to
about
ask? So, just because that started with the Mo Salah topic, and I kind of want to round it up, getting your opinions. If Mo Salah persists to put in the level of performances, and let's even say the level of output that he's been putting up from the beginning of this season to, dead end of last season, how long does it take till we do drop him and give one of these younger players a chance in the first team?
I think that would happen sooner rather than later, to be honest.
And do you think it should happen? Or do you think that we should keep playing Salah?
I think it should happen not only for the confidence of other players, but also for Salah. Obviously, I'm not saying he doesn't realise, because I have no doubt in the fact that he's probably harder on himself than we all are on him, because even when he scored 3, if he then goes and hits the post, he's just as gutted as if he wouldn't have scored any of them goals. So I think it'd be good to see like what is working and what isn't. So if we tried something else, say Harvey on the right, and Harvey's doing X and Y that he doesn't do, he's going to see consciously or subconsciously what's working and what's not. And he'll be able to take that in effect into his own game. And then obviously he can develop on that himself. If he's got nothing to really work from what they're asking from him, if they've got no like proof of it working, he's having to create all this creativity in his head. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. Obviously that's another subject where you should be like, oh, he's played for X amount of years, he's played for this, he's played for his national team, but he's still a fucking person. Yeah. Do you know what I mean?
Exactly. No, I agree. And that's the thing, Mario. Do you think that there is a way that Mo Salah does find the form that he's had previously, or do you think it's worth trying to find those alternative options to maybe possibly offer us something in the right wing position in the long term?
Let's say that one of the main problem at the moment is that Mohamed Salah, he missed Sadio Mane.
Why do you think he misses Mane? Do you think because the pressing?
Because they had a kind of competition between them. It's like kind of good competition because
healthy
competition, exactly. Maybe in the first period when they used to play together, they had a bit of jealousy between them. Then the first season, Mohamed Salah scored 44 goals. The season before, Sadio Mane was Liverpool best player. He was. And then they start, after that season.
Yeah, they were like head to head with each other, weren't they?
Exactly.
Even the season we won the league, I think Mane was the best.
Salah pushed Mane to give his best. If Mane scored a goal, Salah wanted to score a goal as well. Yeah. If Salah gave an assist, Mane wanted to give an assist. This small competition, I think, made a difference for us in the last 5 years.
Yeah,
it's something that people doesn't realize, because it's very important that when you have 2 players with. Let's call them similar, because they are from Africa, both of them. They are Muslim as well, which is very important point.
Yeah, they have a connection with each other.
They have a massive connection between them. So they always try to do better than, each other. And you mentioned that Mohamed Salah is not the same after the Africa competition in January. That's true. That's true. We saw completely different Salah, because they are human, mates. They are human. He lost the final of the African Cups. Then he lost the qualification for the World Cup as well.
Yeah.
Did they?
Yeah.
Against who?
Against Senegal, against Sadio Mane. So for that reason, Mane come back from that competition. He come back stronger than ever. And we saw probably the best Sadio Mane from February to May. Last season, we saw probably the best Sadio Mane ever for Liverpool. And Mohamed Salah, of course, he scored goals. Yeah. Not too many that we expected. He scored goals, but that wasn't the real Mohamed Salah that we all know. Because mentally, he was at 100%. I'm still sure for 100% that if Mohamed Salah was at his best, he's 100% mentally, because the football players, this is the most important thing, the mentally condition, we probably would win the final against Real Madrid. He was a bit disappointed, Salah. He creates chances, but that wasn't the best Mohamed Salah.
That was possibly one of the worst games that I've ever watched.
As a team, as a squad.
On the point of what you're saying there, though, Mario, you were talking about Mane and Salah and the competitiveness that they had. I agree with the notion massively that Mane had a bigger impact overall on the team than what Mohamed Salah did. Not in terms of numbers, but in terms of the overall contribution, creating the game, pressing the ball, winning it back, defensive outlook, all these factors. I want to ask you the question. Hindsight is a wonderful thing, but if you could go back to the summer and you had to say, right, you get to sign or re-sign one of these players on a new contract and one of them has to go to Bayern. It's very hypothetical, but who would you choose out of
between Sadio and
Mane and Salah? Who would you keep?
I don't know, lads. This is a horrible question. This is a horrible question.
Right.
I will keep both of them.
I don't know, because
I'd have said Mane, and it's not just because of who I am. I think Mane has a bigger impact on the team, and I think
I know what
whoever
you mean,
contributes
but
more to the overall. Would you?
feel-
Yeah. Let me put it this way: would you both agree Mane has a more overall impact on the team as a whole? He would elevate everyone else around him.
Yeah,
If that's the
but-
case, why would you not keep Mane above Salah in the
he
squad?
wanted
He's
to
had
leave,
more-
bro.
he's
This
had-
is the
he's-
point.
No, but this
No,
is why
if
I'm
he-
saying
if he
in terms of
didn't.
importance.
I
in
feel
terms of
like he's had
importance.
more like slippery moments than Salah has though. He's had more bad periods.
I disagree. I think Salah's had probably just as many bad periods. I think the second half
But
of last
Salah's
season,
still
he was
then
really
like
poor.
creating. When Mane
Not
was
really.
having them bad periods, it was like he wasn't even running.
Nah, I think that's
For
a bit
example, in
harsh.
the
I think it just
lockdown
weren't working
season,
well
in
for him.
the lockdown season was completely different season, and Mohamed Salah, he was on his top.
Yeah.
He scored 25 goals, maybe. Or
Even
so-
that season, though, Mo Salah weren't great. He was just getting goals.
he scored too many goals. He didn't play very well, but he scored goals. So
Yeah.
he was there.
He was.
And Sadio Mane, I think that season, I'm talking about just that season, he hadn't his best season.
I think
So-
Mane's got a longer window than Salah as
But
well.
this is very tough question, to be honest. I don't know.
Come on, Mario, stop sitting on the fucking fence. Who do you prefer?
I don't know. Both of
I'd
them.
have said
man.
Mane. I don't agree with the notion that Mohamed Salah's our most important footballer. I love Mohamed Salah, and if he does find his form and starts getting the goals, brilliant. But I don't want the system to be too catered towards him to either make him a more creative player or a better goal scorer. Naturally, that should just come to a player who's been getting those numbers for the seasons. And I don't think he is as good at taking players one-on-one. I don't think he's as good at being more tenacious with his decision making and stuff like that. You know, someone who's not going to overthink
Yeah.
or overanalyze. And Salah's been doing that way too much for me recently.
Do you
And I
think
would
he played
hold-
better behind Nunes?
Not really. I think he thrives off being off that right-hand side.
Do you reckon?
Inside right forward is what I think is Salah's best position.
His
by
best
far.
position,
Yeah.
I don't like him when he's
actually,
too far
right
wide,
forward.
and I
Yeah.
don't like him when he's too far deep. I like him when he's in that inside right forward
Yeah,
position,
like in
ready to run in
between.
behind, ready for either verge or trying to ping a ball into him and get ready to put that ball in the back of the net. That's what I think he
He
thrives
just
most.
to scoring goals at the moment. This is the only thing, because he plays not bad. I mean, it's not that Mohamed Salah we know, but he needs just to score a couple of goals, and he gets that confidence that he always had. So I think this is the point. And another point to mention is 1v1. It's not the same.
Not the same.
Which is why is the problem?
Up here
Exactly.
as well. Up
Exactly.
Here.
This is the point.
That I agree. Comments, let us know, please, about what your thoughts is. A couple of questions that we had there. So either who would you have in hindsight, Mane or Salah in this team? Who do you think could be benefiting us more? And on top of that as well, what do you think about the Mohamed Salah situation? Because it is quite an interesting one, to be fair. So that's the first topic out the way. I want to move into the
getting
Napoli
comfy.
game. What did you say, Ruby?
Just getting comfy.
Getting comfy. I was going to... Jacob, do you know if I wanted to sit like the way Ruby is, am I entitled to do that?
Just don't put
Amazing.
your
I'll keep
shoes
that in
on the
mind in
couch.
future. No, of course I won't. I take them off.
Wait, while we're speaking to Jacob, is it possible to have another coffee?
You're proper making them in. It's so weird, aren't you? Fucking hell, girl.
Back of the sofa's recliners, but if you move up, you can lie fully vertical.
You are lying. These bits. Are you messing?
That's it.
Oh my God.
This, Ruby.
Yeah, no,
Hey,
don't tell
lend us
Ruby
the
that.
keys here, because I'll be coming here after a night out in town. I'll just have to let you know.
It's all like shit.
We'll have to let him know, or he'll think it's that homeless man on the run.
Yeah, there's been a homeless man pissing outside. Thank you, please. Yeah, please, brother. What's it called? I was going to say the Napoli game.
Yeah.
Napoli, a fixture which we've struggled with. I think in the last 5 games we've had against them, we've won once. Mario, I'll start with you because you probably know more about the Napoli ultras and whatever. What do you think going into this game, brother? And obviously with the inconsistency in the Premier League, it's a weird one going into it, like a whole different competition.
I'm very curious to see Liverpool approaching in the new Champions League. Because of course, last season we played the final. We are probably the team that, we can not easily win the group stage because it's always tough. This is not same Liverpool from last season. But, when we play us against Napoli, it's always tough game, especially in the São Paulo. Now it's called Diego Armando Maradona Stadium. I remember
What did he just say?
in the last 12
What's it called now?
The Maradona.
That's Maradona. Diego Armando Maradona Stadium.
No, but the way he says it sounds like
come on,
crazy.
baby. He's Italian, of course.
No, I
he's
know.
gonna
Say it again.
San Paulo. No, Diego Armando Maradona.
Diego what?
Oh,
Armando
Ruby, all he said
Maradona.
was Diego Armando Maradona. All right, let's move on. Okay, now.
You sound like, oh my, that's just sent my head.
I can
Where's
try and
that
scout
coffee?
Diego Armando Maradona.
Oh, there we go. There we go. Now I get you.
So in the last 12 years, we played probably 4 times against Napoli. 2010, 11.
Yeah, 5.
10-11, we played the Europa League. Probably the worst start 11 in Liverpool history with Konchesky. I remember I was in Napoli that game.
Oh, yeah.
I was there.
When Connor
2010.
Cody was on the bench.
October 2010 with Konchesky, Poulsen, Spearing, Martin Kelly on the right.
Hey, Jake Spearing's at the club now, mate. He's playing with the under-21.
Yeah, he's under
Is
18, I think.
I seen that on Twitter. I
He's a
thought it was
manager.
a joke.
Did you know that if we wanted to play Jake Spearing in the Champions League, we could? Because he's an under-21 player. So under-21 players, as long as you let UEFA know the night before a game. So say tonight, if we just belled up them and said,
Wait,
by the way,
how old was he when he used
He's
to be on?
1988.
He was young when he was at us. So he was
So
he was in his
he was
20s.
22 when he used to play that game because he's 1988.
He
We
was
played
young.
2010. He was 22.
Yeah, so he joins us from Blackpool.
I think he was from
Wait,
he was
so how
from
fucking old is he
the
now?
I swear it was Blackpool.
no.
Was Jake Spearing? Was it Bolton?
No, he played later for
At
Bolton,
Bolton.
and he was the captain. Bolton.
Yeah, and then he ends up going to
But I
Tranmere
thought
last
we
year.
had him from the youth team.
Wait, why is he? He's 32. He's 33.
Either way, let's not talk about Jake Spearing too much,
No.
but he can play in Champions League games of football if the club let the UEFA know tonight.
That
Isn't that
kid
mad?
that used to play for us.
Yes,
but look
Jake
at him now.
Spearing.
Type in a picture. I'll
He's
get it up.
22.
No, that's
That's
him.
like Mario,
And
you-
this is now. Look the difference. Just
That's him now.
That's him now. Look,
Yeah.
I don't know even
10
if you
years
can
difference,
see
but it
this.
looks like 25 years difference.
No, he's like a player coach. Tom Huddleston.
He's a player coach, yeah.
Is doing it for Manchester United. But Mario, carry on your
Oh,
point.
his eyeballs are
I mean,
gorgeous.
we always struggling to play Napoli. I don't know why. And even 2018, when we won the Champions League, he- my dad looks younger, lads.
Have you seen that?
know if I can even show you that.
My dad looks younger.
But we'll send it to Jacob and he can put it on the header.
Can I just put this close to the camera? Boss, get on this. Right. Let me see if I'm getting it right. Look at that.
You can airdrop it to me as well, put it on the screen.
Yeah, look at that, mate. Chase Spearing.
He just 1 year older than
Thank
me.
you.
But,
He's got all that.
he's got a...
No, I
no,
can't
man,
he's
believe that.
45.
I think I get the point of what you were trying to make. It's a tough game to go to.
It's a tough game.
Do you think that's the hardest in the group stage for us?
Probably. In terms of
I think
hardest
so.
to beat, I think that's
so.
the case.
We've got Rangers.
That'll
And
be
we've
a
got
very
Ajax.
tough away from home atmosphere.
Yeah.
I think Napoli
one you have to be
games
careful
it's
with.
probably the toughest game because they got good manager. Spalletti is very good manager. They got good players. Osimhen is a good striker.
Yeah.
Mario Ruz. They got very good players. I don't know. For that reason, for me, the game tomorrow is very, very important because I want to see something different in Liverpool in that stadium. I've been 2018 as well when we won the Champions League that season. But we played the first game in the group stage against Napoli and we lost 1-0 in the last second. Insigne scored the win, I remember. I was with all my family, my brother, my dad, my mom. They came from Anzio. We are just 2 hours from Anzio to Napoli. I used to live in Liverpool, of course. So, it's that kind of approaching that, I don't know, maybe the pitch is different, the pitch is like strange, I don't know. I don't realize why we always play bad against Napoli. So finally, I want to see a good reaction and a good performance tomorrow. I want to see finally Darwin Núñez, something creative, something nice. He
I
tried
feel
the
like we
derby
need
game.
to see something from him.
Come on, 85 million player.
Nunes weren't good enough in the derby game at all.
The amount of free headers that he had.
I've been trying to tell people about Nunes that if you're expecting an all-round masterclass game where he can pass the ball, shoot from long range and do all these things that Suarez and Torres could do, you're sadly mistaken because he's just not that type of player.
Plus the
got
fact
the
he's
pace
about
like what
20.
Torres done. He can
He's
get
got
him
the
behind the
pace, yeah.
defence. But the main thing about
He hasn't got the
Nunes
finish.
is that he's not someone who, at least right now, I think is up to the standards that's going to be winning Liverpool league titles and Champions Leagues, which in the short term is what we've been told we want to do, and he just hasn't been doing that.
Yeah.
So as much as I think he can start getting the goals in the back of the net, if I'm the manager, which I'm not, very clearly, But I'd be starting Bobby Firmino. I'd be
Yeah.
starting Bobby Firmino.
Bobby's gotta be
I thought he was
starting.
brilliant when he came on against Everton. He created a lot
I
of chances.
completely agree with you.
And on top of that as well, I suppose this allows us to move into the lineup, so we'll start from the attack. But Bobby Firmino, for me, is someone who can add the creative element to the game that the wingers need right now. But he's also bringing that value to where he's getting more chances on goal.
Yeah.
And he's actually getting a high volume of chances, which is
tried
what...
3
But
times.
he's finding these chances, not just through his teammates, but also himself, which is absolutely something huge to take into consideration. If I'm the manager, I am
He's
going
got
with the
the
most
second
informed player
most
through this
assists,
time.
Bobby.
What?
He's got the second most assists
In the Liverpool squad?
in the league.
In the Premier League,
In the
this
Premier
season,
League.
3 assists.
So, yeah, 3 assists and he's got
Only
2
one
goals.
above him is
but wait.
KDB.
Just 1 second. 3 assists.
All against
But-
Bournemouth.
No. If you think the assist against Bournemouth, but the Harvey Elliott goal, this is not a proper assist.
No,
Or
there's context. There's context.
It's
there's context.
it's assist, but which one was the other assist against
I
Bournemouth?
can't remember fully.
That the Luchitos one, the first goal, that a proper assist.
Yeah.
And the third one was, I don't remember, but it wasn't a proper assist.
Yeah.
That's why you've got to
The
be
Trent
careful.
goal, the Trent.
That's why,
the
like,
Trent
even-
screamer.
Do you know, like everyone's
You
saying,
call it a
Salah...
assist, that one? He just gave him the ball and Trent scored that screamer. Yeah, but it's assist anyway.
Do you know the way that like everyone's trying to say Mo Salah is creative and that? You're right, Mario. You've got to look at the context of the chances that he's creating and the assists that he's getting. But for me, I think Firmino should start this game. I don't think he will.
Definitely.
I think Klopp is looking to give Núñez a run.
I agree.
But if Núñez is going to be given that run, we need to start. We actually need to cater to him. I'm about to defend Núñez as well. We need to cater to provide him the chances. It was the reason why we brought him in. If we brought him in to do 5-star skill moves, flickies and keepy ups and scoring bangers like Luis Suarez, you're fucked. If you provide him with what he needs, he will get you goals. It's something I'm certain of.
I think
He's
that's why
proven
they're
it at
trying to
Benfica.
change the way Salah's playing.
That's exactly why they're trying to do it.
But he hasn't got that whippage of crossing that like
Exactly.
Trent's
And
got.
that's why I think they're trying to get Trent more forwards at times and more inverted as well so he can
But
create
even
more
the way
chances.
they were playing anyway, Salah and Trent were doing a lot of overlapping play anyway, like 1-2s. Trent was doing the runs down the wing.
course.
If they were still playing like that, that would just work because then Trent, all he has to do is whip it in to our new target man.
Very true. Who else would you play? So the front three for Liverpool versus Napoli, who else are you going with?
Who would you go with?
I agree with you. I just enjoyed the impact of Firmino in the derby game. He played probably 25 minutes. But this is the real Firmino I want to see. When I had that criticism about him the last couple of seasons, because this is the Firmino I love to see.
Yeah.
This is the Firmino I want to see every game with hunger, with passion, with love. He came on the pitch in the derby game. He tried straight away to score a goal. He had a header from the corner as well with Salah's assist of the Trivela one. He tried. He gave anything. He didn't score. We were unlucky that game. But this is the real Firmino I want to see every single game, not just once or twice a season, every game. When Firmino plays like this, I want to see him every game to play like this and in the start 11. Doesn't matter at Darwin Núñez, we pay him 85 minutes, he needs to play. No, I give it the chance to the players who are in the best.
Who are performing.
Exactly,
Yeah.
and mentally conditioned. So, Firmino, definitely
Do you think
against
that,
Napoli.
Mario, dead quick as well, I think since Jota came in, I think Firmino getting given less chances meant that he was actually better in some games last year.
Yeah.
And I think Núñez getting added to that. Do you think that ups the urgency for Firmino to find a place back in the starting 11? Because of the
it's that
competition. Because when he was
competition that you were
last,
saying about Mane and
get on
Salah.
this, when he was last really shit, when Firmino was really crap 2 seasons ago, he had no competition.
And last season as
Mane,
well.
Salah, and
Yeah.
thing. And for me, I don't think he was really crap last year though, Mario. I didn't think it was the best Firmino we could have saw, but for someone who weren't starting week in, week out consistently, I think it's important to emphasise that it's hard for a player like Firmino to get that form without the run of games. But when he played, I thought he done sound. And then this season he came in done sound. Same way that Mane improved performances when Diaz came in. Do you think because there's that competition that he's thinking about, like, right, I'll do this to adjust my game and he's not just sticking to the same game plan before?
No, I completely agree. In the previous seasons, he had no competition. He was sure every game I'm gonna play.
Yeah.
For that reason, he had that bad performance, even bad seasons. At the moment, he's the 5th striker after Jota, after Darwin, and of course the 2 wingers, Mane and Diaz.
Even when they're out for injury, he's still not like
exactly.
first to recall.
Yeah, no doubt.
So I think this kind of competition between Jota and Darwin can give more motivation, Yeah, for
I hope it does, because it only brings out the
for
best in all
Bobby.
of them.
Do we
For
know
Bobby.
who's back from injuries for
So
tomorrow?
Thiago, as far as I'm concerned,
He's training, but he's not available
Matip
tomorrow.
is now back fully in training. He's been back for a minute.
Did you know
So
that
is Jota.
Keita and Ox, they're not in the Champions League? Did you know that?
Yeah,
Yeah.
so there's no Keita.
There's
There is no
Ox.
Keita, no Ox for the group stage in the Champions. Probably in January they going.
I don't think they'll be sold in January.
My Ox.
I don't think they'll be sold in January.
What's happened with Keita, guys?
I
Please
don't
tell me.
care. Ox.
He just gets injuries. I
How?
think.
When? How?
Ask him. I don't know, Mario.
And he's always by Sefton Park.
I'm
You must know, bro.
He's always by Sefton, just lingering. You might see him.
No, I think with both of them, I do think the time is coming towards an end at Liverpool, and I think
I was right about
they're
Keita.
being more of a
I was
detriment
right.
to
No,
the
he
squad
hates Keita.
than
No,
not.
Don't say that. I don't hate Keita, but I was right.
Do you
in the end of
remember
the
the
day.
vlog?
I
You
was
think I
right.
hate Oxlade though?
No, I don't.
Yeah, you do.
No,
I
I
remember I
don't.
was talking bad about Oxlade, and you were like, "Well, how can you not like Oxlade?" And I'm like, "I don't."
I love
Me-
Fox.
no.
I love Fox.
You've got a very strong opinion on a lot of people in a good and a bad way. So
What's the bad
whatever
way?
you've obviously the performance, the players.
Oh yeah.
So whatever you've seen recently, you'll be more passionate about, but then you'll always be like, no, but he's done this right and that. But I just love him because I've met him.
I can appreciate
Ox or
an answer
Keita?
like that, but he's not good enough to be playing for Liverpool
Who, Ox
at
or
the
Keita?
moment right now. Both. I think Keita, he's proven that he's not reliable enough, and
But Ox isn't
even when
given
I've
a
seen him
chance.
play, when I've seen Keita play, I've not seen him hit the level of performances that I saw Oxlade play when he first joined the club. But
I agree.
Oxlade and Keita are both not reliable. Thiago is someone who I'm willing to put up with because he's later than them two. But as the day goes by, Ox's value goes down, which means he's probably going to end up going for free. And Naby Keita's value is shooting down.
From 50
by
million
the
to
injury.
maybe probably 5 million.
By the injury, 5 mil per
Yeah.
injury. It's
Yeah.
fucking disgusting. But I'm telling you though, these two
Is that
players.
real?
I don't know if it's
5
actually
million
real.
per injury is not.
Oh my God, I thought that was
the
real.
transfer market. I do think though, with them two being in the squad is massive detriment, and that's why I'm looking forward to seeing Arthur. I can't wait for Thiago. to come back.
£2,000 and you get Keita.
Yeah. Let us know
We'll
in the
just buy him
comments.
to just run the coffees here.
Let us know in the comments, mate. Should both of them go? Because
No,
No, I'll happily have Naby
Big
go.
wages.
I'll happily have Naby go.
Oxlade needs to go. Ruby.
No.
Oxlade
No,
needs to go.
I agree. I agree with Ruby.
He's a very.
He's-
You think he should
He's
stay?
still
I
young,
love-
man.
I love
You're
Fox.
high on crack cocaine.
I love Fox because he's a different player when
He
he's
is?
fit.
Oh fuck off!
But he's never fit. He's never fit.
fit.
This is the point. He's
Oh
never
my
fit.
god! It's like if I never got a knee injury when I was 15, I'd have been better than Lionel
you
Messi.
remember-
I'm not though, am I?
Do you remember Ox
It
before
doesn't matter.
before the injury against Roma in 2018?
Before the injury against Roma in
Against Roma.
2017.
The 17-18, he was boss.
Oh, he was boss.
Unbelievable player,
He
bro.
was, but you know what, Mario? There's
The
one
goal
key
against
word
City
here.
in the Champions
Mario,
League.
Ruby,
No,
Mario, get on this.
Why are you
I know
bouncing?
that. I know that Bulgarian. Is English your third language?
Let's say my first.
Okay. Scouse is your first,
Scouse
but
my
English
first.
is your fourth.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Yeah.
There's a key word in the sentence that you've just said about Oxlade. He was boss.
He was.
He was.
Was.
Even now, when I see him play, I don't see that same level
No.
of energy.
No.
That
No,
same level.
but
Ruby.
what you've got to think about is, what was I speaking to you about before?
I agree. It
doesn't matter.
Mental well-being and mental health.
Like it doesn't matter. It
does matter.
That massively matters.
That means
that
if-
really does. I'm so sorry. Mental
really
health is a
does.
huge thing.
No, but if you haven't seen him be the same since his injury, that means he's not had the aftercare, because that's cognitive behavioural therapy that he then needs, because that's affecting the way he plays.
So are you telling me, bruv, just because he's feeling like a little bit below par, we shouldn't be playing him, or we should be, just because he's feeling a little bit sad or whatever? I think we should cater to everyone's mental health for sure. Is that what you're asking?
Well, their mental health is the aspect that is most prevalent in the way they play.
Of course.
So yeah, if he is feeling a bit sad, he needs a bit more attention.
Well, obviously, I'm not trying to say let's just leave the kids in the corner and just fucking
Well, that's
let
what
him
it
cry.
seems like it's been like.
I doubt it. I do think we've catered to him as much as we possibly could, not to mention that he's being
Well,
given
if his
chances.
game hasn't changed
You can
and he
talk
hasn't
about
been
the
getting
mental
playing
side of his
time.
game. The reason why he's not getting on the football pitch, forget his performances for a second, on the football pitch, he's not getting on there because of his physical side of the game. He is an asset who is a detriment to us at the moment. He's a detriment to younger players getting a chance. For someone who's not going to be improving anytime soon in their career, for someone who we've got the best out of, and for someone who we're not going to be making any money from as the days go by. He's also in the last year of his contract very soon. I'm not being funny or nothing. I think I love Oxlade, and do you know if he wants to play in all the Legends games and stuff like that, amazing. And we'll always
the
talk
Legends
about
games.
we'll
Fucking
always
leave
talk
him
about-
alone.
We'll always talk about how good Oxlade was in the 17-18 season, but from a critical business point of view on the football pitch, you have to realise he does not benefit us in the short term nor in the long term.
He could in the long. He could in
How
the
the
long.
fuck? He's about 28 and he's not going to be getting any less
And?
injured. Because
Fucking Jay Spearen's
29.
33.
but he's playing for the under 21s. I'd rather see Jay Spearen's got a better injury record than Oxlade Chamberlain. The point is that both Naby and Oxlade are not reliable enough to play for this football club. Henderson's getting older. Thiago doesn't look any better. We have to start replacing these midfielders now.
I agree.
I just
it's
think
ridiculous to
Ox
hold
needs
on to
some
this
love.
17-18 season.
I couldn't
how
care how
great
he played.
was.
He just,
Same
he
like
just needs
Firmino.
some love.
But you know what, though? He needs some love, but you can get love from many alternative ways than playing some football
Ox
matches.
doesn't need any attention. He's got
Do you know
little,
if he
little
goes-
mix at home.
Do you know if
He's got
Oxlade
a little
Chamberlain...
baby at home
know, I
too.
know.
Do you know
yeah.
of Oxlade? And do you know what? I love Oxlade and I love the fact that he's been able to do well for himself. But from Liverpool doing well on the pitch, he's just not what we need.
Yeah, I agree with that. But stop speaking badly of him. He's nice.
I'm not. I like Oxlade, and as you said before, mental health is very important. So I hope the club are doing everything they can to help
Obviously,
him.
I don't know
mental
if
health
that
is
is
the
a thing,
priority.
but from like obviously an injury and then it's completely changed his game. You've got to like think about that as a factor, and a lot of people don't actually know that if you're under a lot of mental stress or mental whatever, then it has a physical toll on your body. So that means you're more likely to injury. You're more
Yeah, that's
you've got more muscle
100%.
spasms,
Great
more
point.
muscle pain. You've like everything within your body changes if you have got an additional severe mental stressor. And obviously, if we're saying we haven't seen him play the same since his injury, that's something that me personally would automatically think of, and we should factor in. So leave him alone.
I never done anything that wrong, really.
That's how you know. That's how you know James hasn't got anything to say.
That's how you know that Ruby's got a crush on Oxlade Chamberlain. The
Who
last
don't
thing,
I have a crush on in that
I know,
team?
I know.
It's starting to rise quite a bit.
yeah,
You like Ox, yeah?
I don't have a crush on him. I just love him.
yeah. Who do you think's the ugliest player?
I can't say that.
Oh, come on. No,
good.
say,
No,
say,
I
say.
can't-
I'm
I-
so curious to know.
No, I
Come on.
can't.
Oh, bless her.
I'll tell
Anyway,
you after.
I was good. Okay.
Because I know who it is.
What about units? What about units?
Bleep it out. Just say the name and he'll bleep it out.
No, because if you don't bleep it out, there'll be murder.
Can I say like where he's from?
No.
Not the player.
No.
Where he's from.
Where he's
Can I
from.
just say like
Just cut this whole fucking bit out.
please don't, Jake.
No,
Anyway.
you're going to have to because,
yeah,
like,
come on, cut it out. Last thing that I want to
I
say,
know
because we're running out of time, we're doing a preview against Napoli. I want to run through the 11s dead quick. I'm going to say the 11. Let me know if you agree
Yeah,
or disagree
cool.
on any of them. Alisson in goal.
Yeah.
Robertson left back. With the fact that Shimikas played the last game.
Probably, yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
Trent right back.
Yeah.
And then my centre-backs that I'm going with is going to be,
Gomez, Virg.
I was going to say Matip.
Matip and
I think
Virg.
now if Matip's fit, I'm very happy to see Matip back in the team. However, Ruby's got a point. Joe Gomez has been the best
I
centre-back
think
this season for me.
Matip would be good to bring on, not as a starting player, though.
But what if we need to
Because
go
you
and win
don't
the
want
game?
him to
'Cause
be
we're playing
injured
against
early
Napoli.
stages, though.
But he's been back for a while now. He just hasn't been getting subbed off the bench. He's been back he was on the bench for the Everton game as far as I'm
Yeah, he was. But
aware.
still, I think for the first game of the group stages, I personally wouldn't want to risk him being out for additional weeks.
I think, but if he's fit enough and he's already overcame his injury, then
But he hasn't played a proper game, and to play your first proper game back as a Champions League game
but he's
is
been
a
training,
big ask.
getting the intensity and stuff. Like
It's not the
you've got to
same
get
now.
them back in at some point.
That's
in
why
my
I'm
opinion.
saying like he should come on from the bench, but that's just
But
my
if-
own
but
opinion.
If we're playing a tough team like Napoli and you need to go and win the game and get goals, then you're not going to have a chance
Gomez
to
can
bring
do
on
that
Matip.
though.
Get goals.
No, as like defend.
Oh yeah, but Matip's better. Like, I feel like it's undisputed that Matip's a better
Yeah,
centre-back.
Matip just goes on them adventures, doesn't he?
But he's also better defend. Like, all-round game, Matip is well better than Joe Gomez. I'd go with Joel Matip for that extra security
Yeah,
at
who
the
would
back.
you go with?
Joe Matip.
Would
I'd
you?
go with Joel Matip. But I understand Joe Gomez. Midfield, I'm going to go with Fabinho. I want to see a cameo from Arthur. And I'll probably say Harvey Elliott. But I don't know if Arthur's going to start. Who else have we got available? Is Thiago back fully?
No.
No, he's not
He's
back
back
fully.
to training, but it's not going to be available tomorrow.
Naby's not available for the
Fabio?
Champions League.
Naby's not available. Og's the same situation.
So I'll probably say Arthur.
What about
Who?
Fabio?
Arthur.
Is Fabio not in this thingy now?
Yeah, but I don't like the.
Fabio's injured.
I don't like the idea.
Carvalho?
Carvalho, yeah.
Is
got
he?
injured at the derby game.
Oh, after his goal,
Oh,
he
yeah,
did.
you're right. You're right. But either way, though, I'll be going with
God
Arthur.
damn.
Yeah, at the derby
Well,
game.
you
yeah.
got no choice, really, have you?
I'll be going with Arthur.
So
And then the front three, just to conclude it off.
Henderson is not available.
The front
Fabio
three.
is not available. Yeah.
So I'd say Salah, Diaz.
Bobby.
I'd go with Bobby, but I think he's going to go with Nunes.
I've got a question for you, right?
Go for it.
Before we absolutely skedaddle out of here. So, I'm getting sent 5 player rating cards
Nice.
from FIFA before the new FIFA comes out. A lot of the ratings have already been leaked, but FIFA know that, and they're actually changing the ratings
Oh, wow.
because they've been leaked. They're adjusting them,
Yeah.
and a lot of them were wrong anyway.
Okay.
So, what 5? Because I'm doing a video with like all of us. Like I've spoke to Alex about it. What 5 players would you like to see? I'm getting all the ratings, but I'm gonna get 5 physical cards. Remember the Jota one I had?
Yeah.
What
FIFA sent me like a bunch of team of the season cards last
Yeah,
season,
yeah,
so I think
that
I
you
get
got-
the idea of
yeah.
what it's like.
But we're gonna do like the up and down thing,
Yeah,
higher
yeah.
or lower. What 5? It can be any 5 players.
Who's going to be the top 5 rated?
No. Who I'm gonna get? I get to get 5 physical cards.
Yeah.
But I'll get all the rest on my phone of the actual ratings. Do you get me?
So what are you asking me?
What 5 physical cards should I get?
Oh, you can choose.
Yeah.
Which
And
five-
then I'm gonna
five
do a
players.
give-
So 5
Giveaway.
players should you get? I think you should get the 5 most talked about players, I think.
No, but it doesn't just have to be Liverpool.
Oh.
Any.
It can be any players.
Messi,
I'm not that asked about it.
Neymar. Come on, Neymar's boss.
No, I know, but like they're guaranteed to be like what one rating above what it was.
Before we get into this, I was just going to ask for a quick prediction of the Napoli game as well, just to finish off that
that's
preview.
a good one, yeah.
I was just going to say.
Let's take the risk.
And then we ended up talking about FIFA
2-1
cards.
for us.
I'm going to say 1-1. I don't think we're going to win the game.
I always believe in the victory in the way.
I think 1-1's a good shout.
But,
Yeah.
yeah.
I agree.
Probably is the
Yeah, I think it's going to be a tough one against Napoli.
very, very tough.
What's it called? I was about to say something else there, but it's completely gone out of my head. Shows how good I am a host on a podcast. Yeah, I was going to go back to your
The
FIFA
cards,
thing.
yeah.
What's it called? Get whoever you want, newbie. Get whoever you want. Whoever your
I done
heart
like
desires.
a little poll thing on my Instagram, so I think I've got a good idea.
Very nice. And you're going to be giving them away?
I'm gonna be giving 4 of the 5 away.
Hey, people, keep an eye out for it, mate. You know what I mean? If you want to get yourself some
But,
FIFA cards.
Yeah. Do you play FIFA? No, you play FIFA, don't you?
Yeah, I play career mode.
Oh yeah. So I'm meant to be getting a code as well. So we're gonna be doing an early release play.
Sick. I'll be there. I want to play FIFA. But I've became just much more of a career mode, man. I used to love Ultimate
I
Team.
love
but
career mode. I wish that.
career mode's about
I
it.
hope that like the rumors about the NBA game getting bought by EA. Do you know what I mean? Because obviously it's no longer FIFA.
Yeah.
Like that
FIFA have
would
said that
be.
they're going to be making their own game, though.
Yeah, but that would be shite because
It will be.
they've got zero input in the logistics of making the game. They just throw the name on the front.
No, of course. Interesting, man. Interesting times.
This was
mate.
so random. Oh, shouldn't have had that second coffee.
Yeah, I was thinking. I'm not going to lie. There was a huge part of me that thought when she brought up FIFA cards, I was like,
Yeah, I don't know
could
why.
this make a clip on the James Redmond TV YouTube channel? I don't know if it will, but
What for?
because I do clips of this podcast on my channel, don't I?
So no.
So.
I've always got me technology off.
Either way, though, if you want to go ahead and win a FIFA card, Ruby is your girl, mate. Is there anything else that we want to say before we wrap it up, gang?
Fucking good luck to the boys tomorrow.
Good luck to the fucking Reds tomorrow, mate.
Good luck to us.
I want to say for the supporters who's going to Napoli, guys, be careful. Not because Napoli is a dangerous city. I love Napoli. Probably it's my favorite city in Italy. Lovely food, lovely weather, but just don't wear any Liverpool stuff around because it could be very, very dangerous. So just be safe.
Follow the
be
club's
careful,
advice.
and follow the advice from the official website. So I've been 2010 in Napoli, 2018 as well. No any problems, of course, but just because we used to speak Italian. When you speak Italian, because Napoli is, I love that city, but it's dangerous.
Yeah.
It's very, very dangerous.
And they've got like upfront fans, haven't they?
They hate Liverpool and Roma as well. They hate us.
Yeah, so just be careful.
Be careful, be safe, and let's support the fellas who is going in the away end. Let's support we need the
team. Noise.
Exactly, make noise. I'm not gonna be there, unfortunately. I can go, but let's support the guys. Give the 100% of your.
Don't worry, you'll hear Mario from fucking
exactly
from all the way. Yeah?
So just hard, passionate support the fellas. That's it.
Mario,
I think
that
you
is
worded
so cute.
That perfectly, Mario.
Yeah.
Also, to even emphasise, like Italians aren't bad people and whatnot. It's just you can always find the wrong crowds anyway. And
when drink mixes with sport
I want to make
and
the difference between. When you speak about Italians, have to divide.
You've got to divide
Italians and football supporters.
Yeah.
It's like
and then
and it's not even football
south.
Supporters, it's football hooligans.
It's
really.
hooligans, which not
hooliganism.
supporters. Yeah. Unfortunately, in Italy, the way they see the football is not like in England.
Yeah.
If you go to the stadium to support your team, the people think that you are, this fella is from the jail, this is hooligans, he's doing mess. No, I'm going to, when I say in Italy that I'm going to support Liverpool every game, and people thinking that I'm going to do mess, which is, shall I go to do the mess? The culture, the religion in England for the football.
Should I go to do the mess?
I'm not that kind of person. The football in England is different.
Yeah.
But
it never used to be.
In Italy is approaching in different way, which is wrong.
But it's very good that you've pointed that out though. Like that's a nice thing to do.
Yeah.
You know the city, you know what fans can
I
be like.
Napoli. My
Just
favorite
kind of
city.
pointing that out though to the fan base that are watching this is brilliant.
No, I think it's important to get the message across.
Be careful.
What's it called? Guys, I really appreciate you coming on today, mate. I always like to give a shout out to Jacob as well. He's one of my favourite dudes.
I'm jealous of you lads.
He
in access training
always goes out the way to make sure that we produce a good show. He lets us go a little bit, like 5 minutes longer than what we really should for what we've allocated time-wise.
5 minutes late.
We love him, mate. So make sure that if you're ever needing a place to record and set up and whatever, Liverpool Podcast Studios is your gaff, mate. It's fucking lovely in here. But also, what a lovely podcast this was with the firm. Make sure that you subscribe to the Kop TV. Go in the description. I've got to look at that one, don't I, Jacob? Yes. Go in the description. Kop TV 15?
Yeah.
15%. For 50, Kop TV 15 for 50% off. On the link in the description.
The percent part of the code
as well. Kop TV. Flux are going to be fuming with me. For Kop TV, 15% if you want 15% off this wonderful clobber. Got there in the end. Smash a like, and I've just had a brain fart. Bye.
Thanks for watching the video, guys. Remember to like, comment and subscribe to the Kop TV, the voice of football's most famous stands, for a lot more Liverpool content.
Remember to check out our Shopify store for this beauty and much more. It's the new Luchito's Way Diaz t-shirt based on Luis Diaz and Carlito's Way. It's out now, designed by Ruby.
And there's going to be so many more.
There is. Make sure you're involved. Go and buy this now and use the Kop TV 15 for a little discount if you want.